Can I sing? Well, I truly believe anyone can sing with the right amount of practice and dedication. Do you find yourself singing along to your favourite song? Do you sing when you think no one's listening? Maybe you're already a good singer, but you just don't realise it. Becoming a good singer isn't something you are born with. It takes time and a lot of hard work. Some, though, believe that great singers have a natural ability. I don't think that's true. If a child likes to sing, then they will keep singing and practicing hard without even realising it. They sing along to their favourite song non-stop, copying their favourite singers note for note, and when they get to an age that people start to notice they sound good, they're labelled with they have a natural ability. But nothing could be further from the truth, as they have been practicing since they first heard a song. So, unfortunately, if you grow up in a house without music, it's quite likely you'll be way behind the curve when it comes to singing. But this doesn't mean you can't learn. The only thing you can't do that much about is your basic vocal tone. What I mean by this is that the sound you make when you sing is in some way predetermined by the way your vocal cords develop. With training, though, most people can extend their range and improve the sound of their voice. Now, although I say anyone can sing, there is one exception, and that is if you are tone deaf. Congenital amusia, commonly known as tone-deafness, is a lifelong impairment of music perception that affects 4% of the population. This can be improved, but generally means you'll find it extremely difficult to sing in tune. The easiest way to tell if you have this issue is to sing along to your favourite song quietly. Record it on your phone and play it back to a music teacher or someone that sings in a choir or a local band. Ask them if you are singing in tune. Now, don't ask them if it sounds good, because that will put them on the spot, and they may not want to hurt your feelings. But if you ask them a direct question about tuning, they're more likely to give you an honest answer. So if you pass the test, then you can learn to be a good singer. In my opinion, there are 3 main things to think about when you are learning to sing, and they are timing, vocal tone, and emotion. You need to master all 3 of these to engage the listener properly. Timing can set you apart from the rest. Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole were absolute masters of timing, as were Karen Carpenter and Ella Fitzgerald. They could all place the notes in perfect spots to make the tune flow. Singers like Amy Winehouse had perfect timing. Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift also know how to make the most of it. And the other thing is vocal tone. So vocal tone is all about the sound of your voice and what register you are singing in. What is your vocal range? Here are the most common types. Soprano. A high female voice, often described as light and bright. Sopranos are known for their ability to hit high notes with ease. Mezzo-soprano. A female voice that falls between the soprano and alto ranges. Mezzo-sopranos are the most common female voice type. And then you've got the lower of the female voices, which is the alto. And that is the low female voice. So the high of the male singer is tenor. And that's often described as brassy and bright. And the next one down from that is baritone, a male voice that falls between the tenor and bass ranges. Baritones are the most common male voice type. I have a predominantly baritone vocal range. And then you've got bass, which is a low male voice. Also, another thing to think about, are you singing a clear tone, or are you adding some natural distortion or breathy sounds to your vocal? And the last of my 3 main things is emotion. Now, to pass on emotion, you also need to have some form of vibrato. Can't get that word out. so vibrato, so it's a bit of a wobble basically in your voice, along with the ability to add expression. But before we get into this, let's discuss one of the most overlooked parts of being a singer, and that is you must sing with the correct technique. If you want to sing, the first thing you need to do is go to a vocal coach and learn how to sing without hurting your vocal cords. Now, my advice though is that you should only learn how to sing safely and then leave and forge your own way. This opinion is quite controversial though, and comes from my own experience. When I took singing lessons, I started to forget my natural tone and developed a more musical theatre style. To be fair, I now have many styles in my repertoire, so maybe this is a good thing. So if you love having vocal lessons, then stick with it. But unfortunately, it didn't work for me. Once you know how to protect your vocals, then it's time to learn how to practice, as this is the only way to improve. As they say, practice makes perfect. So sing as much as you can. Now, I sang a lot at my junior school. I wrote songs for the school, sang and played clarinet in a show called Journeyman Jazz, sang on the local radio, and when I went to secondary school, I sang in the chamber orchestra too. During this period, I also transitioned from a tenor to a bass, one of those things that just happens. It almost happened overnight. So when my voice broke, I found it hard to sing the lead lines of my favourite songs. So I started to sing the harmony instead. Now this is where my love of vocal harmonies began. And I implore you to do the same, as it will make a massive difference in the ability to stand out from the crowd. Now, this is just a little short sort of taster on Can You Sing? So please let me know how your singing journey is going. So hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Thank you.